Hello students, welcome to the third lecture of chapter 1, that is some basic concepts of chemistry. In our previous classes, we have completed topic 1, accuracy, precision, significant figure, and also topic 2, that is mole concept. But students, the mole concept is a vast topic. A lot of numerical problems are there in mole concept. We have just done a few problems. These problems are not sufficient at all. A lot of problems are still to be done in mole concept. However, in today's class, I will only solve hardly one or two problems of slightly different types than the previous class regarding mole concept. And after that I will move to percentage composition. This percentage composition topic will be completed wholly. But mole concept topic, as I said, it's a vast topic. A lot of numerical problems are there. But it is not possible to do all the numerical problems in one class. So slowly, rest of the topics we will keep on completing. Topic 3, then topic 4, topic 5, topic 6, slowly in different classes. And in every class, 3-4 new problems of mole concept we will do along with the other topics. So ultimately, briefly, the content of today's class will be 2-3 numerical problems from mole concept which are slightly different from the previous class, and the topic 3, that is percentage composition. This is a small topic, can be completed very fast, but mole concept requires a lot of time. So we are going to solve just 2-3 problems of mole concept today, and in the next class we will start topic 4. So topic 4 will be discussed in next class along with another 3-4 problems of mole concept. Then we will move to topic 5 along with another 3-4 problems relating to mole concept. Every class we will touch a new topic and a few numericals from our earlier topic, that is mole concept. So that is how we will proceed. So let me start the few numerical problems of mole concept. Students, see the first question what I am writing. This is slightly different type of problem. Calculate the total number of atoms in. Calculate the total number of atoms in. Calculate the total number of atoms in number 1, 0.1 mole of H2O and 9 gram of H2O. Actually what happens, since this is an online class, so it is difficult to carry the class for a period longer than 30 minutes. We are actually finishing the class within 30-40 minutes every day. But if it had it been an offline class, in offline class we generally extend the classes for 2 hours each class. In that way, in 2 hours duration, a lot of concepts can be given, a lot of numerical problems can be solved. But in online class there is a limitation that if I extend the class for 2 hours, you will all feel bored. So that is why we have to keep the class limited to 30 or 40 minutes. So huge contents we cannot cover in every class. So we are going actually slowly than the usual offline class. So how to solve this problem? Solution will be like this. Just focus carefully. This is H2O molecule. So let me write the mole statement for water molecule. What is the mole statement. I hope you still remember 1 mole of H2O. 1 mole of H2O molecule. 1 mole of H2O molecule is equal to how many molecules? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of molecules, right? Number of molecules is equal to, students, mass wala part, you know, it would be 18 U or gram. It is gram. So this is a mole wala part. Mole wala part. See, 1 mole is taken, and this is number of molecules wala part. Number of molecules, and this part deals with the mass, right? So if we see question number 1, that is 0.01 mole H2. Now you have to be very conscious. See, students, H2O is a molecule. H2O is not an atom, right? H2O is a molecule. But in the question you are asked to calculate total number of atoms. But the given one is a molecule. H2 is a molecule. So how can you find number of atoms? So very carefully follow. If you are given with a molecule is given, H2 is a molecule, and in question you are asked find number of atoms. If in the question, if you are asked to find number of molecules, then it would be very easy, because H2 is a molecule, so you can find number of molecules. But the given one is a molecule, H2 is a molecule, but you are asked not to find number of molecules but to find number of atoms. So there the question arises that a molecule is given and you are asked to find number of atoms instead of number of molecules. So how can you do that? For that, students, first, since H2 is a molecule, so first you will find number of molecules, then we will see how to find number of atoms. The given one is a molecule and you are asked to find number of atoms. That is the problem with this numerical. So let's see how we can solve number of molecules. Since H2 is a molecule, so we are finding number of molecules. So number of molecules in 0.1 mole of H2O is equal to, first we will find number of molecules because H2O is a molecule, and then we will go to number of atoms from this calculation. Just see how I do that, then it will be very clear. So number of molecules in 0.1 mole of water. So what you have to write? 0.1 mole. This 0.1 mole you know from the previous class how to do. 0.1 mole into what you have to find? Number of molecules. So in numerator you have to put number of molecules from the mole statement. It is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. And in numerator what you have to put? Mole, because it's a mole to molecule conversion. So what is the number of mole in mole statement? It is 1 mole. So mole cancel. Ultimately the answer comes out to be, if you calculate, it comes out to be 0.022 into 10 to the power 22 number of molecules. Students, you know from the last class how to find number of molecules if mole is given. But still I am repeating 0.1 mole. So we have written here 0.1 mole into. Since here it is mole, so in numerator, in denominator we have to put mole from the mole statement, right? From the mole statement, see, it is 1 mole. And in numerator, since we have to go to number of molecules, We have to calculate number of molecules, so we have to put number of molecules from the mole statement. So this is the answer. Now your question is not to find number of molecules. In your question you are asked to find number of atoms. So what you can do now, if you look at an H2O molecule, if you look at one H2O molecule, then total how many atoms are there? See, 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atoms. Total of 3 atoms are there in one H2O molecule, right? So you will write now one H2O molecule contains one H2O molecule contains 3 atoms, right? If I take one H2O molecule, how many atoms are there? 3 atoms. So this much number of molecules that we have found, so 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 H2O molecule contains, unitary method, simple, 3 into 6.022 into 10 to the power, how many molecules we have calculated? 22, 10 to the power 22 atoms. So one H2O molecule contains 3 atoms. So this much H2O molecule will contain 3 into this much atoms. So answer comes out to be 18.066 into 10 to the power 22 atoms, which you can write 1.8066. If you shift a point, then it would become 23 atoms. So students, probably you have understood how to solve the problem. I am again telling you, you have been asked to calculate number of atoms, but the given H2 is a molecule. That's why you have first calculated number of molecules and then you have gone to find number of atoms. So how to find number of molecules, you know very easily. From the last class you perhaps have got the idea how to calculate number of molecules. If mole is given, so 0.1 mole is given, you have to calculate molecules. So 0.1 into, in numerator, since you have to calculate molecules, so in numerator you have put number of molecules from mole statement, and in denominator you have to put mole from the mole statement. It is 1 mole in the mole statement. Clear? So we have calculated number of molecules. Then we know if we take one H2O molecule, then it contains 3 atoms. As I have shown here, one H2O molecule contains 3 atoms. So this much H2O molecules contain how many atoms? You can very easily calculate, and this is your answer. Now let us move to the question number 2. So let's see how to solve question number 2. Here also you are given mass. 9 gram is a mass. You are given mass, right? Mass is given, it is 9 gram. And you are asked to calculate number of atoms. So we cannot directly go to number of atoms. First we have to calculate number of molecules. So I am writing mass to number of molecules. Because H2 is a molecule, that's why you cannot directly calculate number of atoms. If instead of H2O some atom is given, then you can calculate directly number of atoms. Because if the given one is an atom, you can calculate number of atoms, no issue. But in this question, the given one is a molecule, H2O. That's why directly you cannot calculate number of atoms. First you have to calculate number of molecules and then you have to go to number of atoms. So mass is given in the second question, 9 gram. and we have to calculate number of molecules first, because H2 is a molecule, then we will go to atoms. So number of molecules we don't know, we have to calculate first, then we will go to number of atoms. So it's a mass to molecule relation. How you can do? You will directly write number of molecules in 9 gram of H2O is equal to, see, mass is given 9 gram, so you will write 9 gram into, in denominator you will write mass, and in numerator you will write number of molecules, because number of molecules is to be found out first from mole statement. So in numerator you have to calculate, you have to write mass from mole statement. What is the mass in mole statement? 18 gram. So gram gets cancelled. And in numerator, what you have to find? Number of molecules. So you have to write number of molecules. It is 0.6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of molecules. So answer comes out to be 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 number of molecules. So we have calculated number of molecules. Now students, you know, like earlier case, now one molecule of one H2O molecule, one H2O molecule contain 3 atoms. Therefore, how many molecules you have calculated? 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 number of molecule contains 3 into 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 number of atoms, right? So it is very easy. Let us move to the next problem, see what is written. Calculate number of atoms again. Calculate number of atoms of each type in 3.42 gram of sucrose. So this molecule, this is a molecule, right? C12H22O11. This is a molecule, but you are asked to calculate number of atoms. So what we will do? Solution will be like this. First, let us write mole statement. 1 mole of, I am doing this problem little bit fast because you have understood already how to do that. 1 mole of C12H22O11 molecules is equal to how many molecules, students? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of molecules is equal to, you know, if you calculate its mass, it comes out to be 342 gram. You check, 342 gram. So this is a mole wala part, this is number of molecules wala part, and this is mass wala part. Now you see how to do this problem. Again, before calculating number of atoms, you have to find number of molecules. Why? Because sucrose C12H22O11 is a molecule, so we have to find number of molecules first, then we will go to atom. So what is given? Some mass is given. Some mass is given 3.42 grams. Some mass is given in the question, and first we have to calculate number of molecules, right? Number of molecules we don't know. So how we can calculate number of molecules in 3.42 gram of C12H22O11 is equal to, mass is given 3.42 some mass is given, so we will write this 3.42 gram. Then see, if you are to calculate number of molecules, so in numerator you will write number of molecules from mole statement. What it is? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So what you need to calculate has to be in the numerator from mole statement, and in denominator, since mass is given, so you have to put mass from mole statement. What is it? 342 grams. So see, gram cancel. Now you are getting number of molecules. So if you calculate that, it would be 100. Then overall answer comes out to be 6.022 into 10 to the power 21 number of molecules. So we have calculated number of molecules. Now we have to calculate number of atoms. Students, carefully see, C12H22O11 contains how many atoms total? 12 carbon atoms, then 22 hydrogen atoms, then 11 oxygen atoms. As a whole, 22, then 11, 33, then 43, total 45 atoms are there in this particular molecule. If you check, 12 carbon atoms, 22 hydrogen atoms, 11 oxygen atoms, as a whole 45 atoms are there in this compound. But in this question you are asked calculate the number of atoms of each type. Total atoms they have not asked. If they have asked the total atoms, then we write one molecule of C12H22O11 contains 45 atoms. Therefore, this much molecule will contain 45 into this number of atoms. But here you have to classify the atoms based on their presence. So calculate the number of atoms of each type. Type wise you have to classify. So that means in this question you have to do it like this. Now different types of atoms you have to classify. Now number of carbon atoms in C12, number of carbon atoms in 3.42 gram of C12H22O11 is equal to, see how many carbon atoms are there? 12 carbon atoms. So if I take one molecule of C12H22O11, then it contains 12 carbon atoms. As a whole 45 atoms, but out of that carbon atom is only 12. So one C12H22O11, if I take just one molecule of C12H22O11, then it contains 12 carbon atoms. So here how many molecules we have considered? 6.022 into 10 to the power 21 number of molecules we have calculated. So how many carbon atoms will be there? Of course 12 into, since one molecule of C12H22O11 contains 12 carbon atoms, therefore this much molecule will contain 12 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 21 carbon atoms. You find the answer, it is left for you. Then number of C in the question atoms of each type they have asked. So we have first calculated number of carbon atoms, then say number of hydrogen atoms in 3.42 gram of C12H22O11 is equal to, how many hydrogen atoms are there, students? 22 hydrogen atoms are there in one molecule of C12H22O11. So if there are this much number of molecules, then 22 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 21 number of hydrogen atoms. Similarly, you can find number of oxygen atoms also. So number of oxygen atoms in 3.42 gram of C12H22O11 is equal to, see how many oxygen atoms are there? 11 oxygen atoms in one molecule of C12H22O11. So here you have this much number of molecules. So 11 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 21 number of oxygen atoms. So you will calculate, answer you have to find. Students, actually there are a lot of problems in doing this problem in online mode of class. Had it been an offline class, then these problems could have been done more easily, or could have been made could have been very easily understood. Let's move to the next problem. You see, how many atoms of oxygen are present in 300 gram of CaCO3? First you will find how many molecules are there. Then you see, if you take CaCO3, if you take just one molecule of CaCO3, it contains 3 oxygen atoms. So whatever answer you will find, number of molecules, you have to just multiply it by 3. Then you will get number of oxygen atoms, right? You can do that very easily. Let us now move to our next topic, that is percentage composition. Percentage composition is a very easy process. I'm not going in details, just you can solve very easily. Just let me show how to solve it. The problem of percentage composition. So percentage composition refers to the mass of each element in a compound expressed as the percentage of the total mass. Definition will not be asked in exam. Let us see how to solve this type of problem. Just remember this formula, and we will use this formula in solving problems. See, let us say this is a question. Let me write it. This is our question. Calculate percentage composition of each element in C2H5OH. How to do this? See, solution. Students, before I deal with the percentage composition, let me tell you some important terminology. Here you have to use a term molar mass. Molar mass. You have already come across the term atomic mass and the term molecular mass. What is atomic mass? Mass of one atom. Say if a carbon is an atom, so what will be the mass of carbon? It will be 12U, right? What is molecular mass? Mass of one molecule. So if I consider a molecule like water, then what is the molecular mass? It is 18U, right? U, because we are writing the mass of one molecule only. So mass of unit of atomic mass and unit of molecular mass, both are U. But when we say molar mass means mass of not one atom or two atom or one molecule or two molecule. It is mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of atoms or molecule. So if I have to write molar mass of carbon, that means molar mass means mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of atoms or molecules. So carbon is an atom. For carbon we will consider that for the mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of atoms. So what is the mass of one atom? It is 12U. But mass of this much atom will be 12 gram, you know. So what you have already written already written in mole statement. In mole statement you write 1 mole of carbon is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of carbon atoms is equal to 12 gram. This 12 gram is not the atomic mass, it is not the molecular mass, it is molar mass. So whenever we put the unit gram instead of U, we say it is molar mass. Again, if we write molar mass of H2O, see, H2O molecular mass is 18U. Molecular mass is 18U. Molecular mass means mass of just one H2O molecule. But molar mass means what? Mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of molecules. So it would be 18G. So that is the concept of molar mass. The unit of molar mass is gram, while the unit of atomic mass is U and unit of molecular mass is again U. So atomic mass is for an atom, molecular mass is for a molecule, one molecule, but molar mass is for 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of atoms in case of atom and molecules in case of a molecule. So that is what we have to do. Just remember this term, molar mass. So while calculating percentage composition, so while you are asked to calculate percentage composition of each element, first we will write molar mass of, students focus on what I am doing now. I am writing molar mass of C2H5OH. You know, this molecule is known as ethanol. From class 10 you have actually got it in your class 10 carbonylic compounds chapter. So molar mass of C2H5OH is equal to, see, there are 2 carbon atoms. So 2 carbon atoms, 2 into 12. Then 5 hydrogen atoms, 5 into mass of hydrogen is 1. Then again 1 oxygen atom, so plus 1 oxygen atom, the mass of 1 oxygen atom is 16. Then 1 hydrogen atom is 1. The total comes out to be 46 U for 1 molecule of C2H5OH. But here we are writing molar mass. Molar mass, whenever the term molar mass is used, then it means the mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of that molecules. So molar mass of C2H5OH is equal to 46, but you will write now gram because it is not for one molecule of C2H5OH. Now percentage composition you have to find. So percentage of each element, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, 3 types of elements are there, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, right? So percentage of carbon is equal to, in denominator you will write the total mass of this C2H5OH, it is 46, and in numerator you will write just the mass of carbon. See what is the mass of carbon in this compound or in this molecule. So there are 2 carbon atoms, right? So 1 carbon atom, mass of 1 carbon atom is 12. So there are 2 carbon atoms, so total mass comes out to be 24. So in numerator you will write 24 into 100. That is the formula we have got. See, in numerator, in denominator you have to write molar mass of the compound. We have written it is 46, molar mass of the entire compound. And in numerator, mass of that element in the compound for which you are calculating the percentage. So we are calculating percentage of carbon first. So in numerator we have put the mass of carbon present in this compound. There are 2 carbon atoms in this compound and total mass comes out to be 24 for carbon atoms. Then the answer is, if you calculate, it would come around 52.17%. Then percentage of hydrogen, if you calculate, see, in denominator total mass 46, And in numerator just the mass of hydrogen. How many hydrogen atoms are there in this compound? C2H5OH, 5 hydrogen and again another hydrogen at the end. Total of 6 hydrogen atoms are there. 6 hydrogen means the total mass is 6 because one hydrogen carries 1 U as the mass. So 6 hydrogen 6 U, but if we consider molar mass we have to write 6 gram. So anyway 6 into 100, the answer comes out to be 13.04%. Then carbon, we have calculated carbon, we have calculated for hydrogen. Another one is left. Percentage of oxygen is equal to, in denominator 46, and there is just one oxygen atom. For only one oxygen atom mass is 16. So 16 into 100. So it comes out to be 34.78%. So this is how we have to calculate percentage composition. So in exam, if you are asked to calculate percentage composition of any compound, you can do it like this. Sometimes they will say calculate percentage composition of each element, then for each element you have to do. But if they ask calculate percentage composition of carbon only, then you will do only for carbon, rest for hydrogen and oxygen you need not to do. If they ask to calculate percentage composition only and they do not ask the name of element, then you have to calculate percentage composition of all the elements. Let us solve another problem and then I will give you some homework. You have to do that and submit in time. Students, I am little bit disappointed to see that most of you do not send homework in time. So I hope this time you will not disappoint me. You will definitely send the homework in time. Students, this is the last problem for today, and some problems I will attach for you as homework. So for this problem, what you have to do, as you have done in the previous case also, molar mass FeSO4 NH4 2. This is a very complex compound. The name of this compound is Morse salt. You need not to remember this compound as of now. Just for the numerical purpose, the formula of the compound will be given. So molar mass of this compound, if you calculate, it takes time to calculate. So answer will come around 392 gram. So molar mass of FeSO4, this particular compound which is called Morse salt, is 392 gram. Now if you look at the question, that is a little bit different question. Calculate percentage of water of crystallization only. You need not to find the percentage for every element. Here we have been specifically asked to find percentage of water of crystallization. Students, from class 10 you know, for example, if you write copper sulfate dot 5H2O, these water molecules that is attached in this compound is called water of crystallization, right? Water of crystallization. In your class 10 syllabus it was there, water of crystallization. Here also 6 H2O molecules are there as water of crystallization. Water of crystallization. So molar mass of this particular compound we have calculated 392 gram. Now percentage of, very simple, water of crystallization only you are asked. Water of crystallization. Rest, the percentage composition of every element is not necessary, not required in this question. So percentage of water of crystallization is equal to, in denominator the whole mass you have to put, that is 392, and in numerator the mass of water of crystallization only. So how many water of crystallization is there in this particular problem? See students, 6 water of crystallization is there, 6 H2O molecule, 6 H2O molecule is there in this particular problem. So you know 1 H2O has the mass of 18 gram, if we say about molar mass, or U if you say molecular mass. So 1 H2O has 18 gram, so 6 into 18 gram is the total mass, it comes out around 108 gram for the water of crystallization. 6 H2O molecules are there as water of crystallization. So what is the mass of water of crystallization? 6 H2O. So 6 into 18, it is 108 into 100 is equal to the answer comes around nearly 27.55%. So this is the problem. Students, sometimes in this kind of problem, for example, you may not know the atomic mass of iron. So if you just type in Google the atomic mass of iron, you will find the mass and then you can find total mass. Clear? So if you are asked find the water of crystallization, percentage of water of crystallization only, then we will do that only, percentage of water of crystallization. For the rest elements we need not to calculate percentage composition. Fine. Students, some problems will be attached as homework. I request you to kindly do this problem and submit in time.